Welcome to a Kingdom Kids story, In His Time, Chapter 1. This is a relationship building story for families. Hello, parents and teachers. We're ready for In His Time. This is the third story in the Kingdom Kids stories. As always, it's best to preview this story since it has some real-life situations that can be discussed at the end. And at the end, I will share some questions for discussion and a link for the PDF with activities and a kids page. Hello, Kingdom Kids. We are ready for In His Time, Chapter 1. In this story, Ashlee is learning some lessons about responsibility and about prayer. Try to figure out what lessons she might be learning. Chapter 1, The Old Bike. Ashlee rode her bike down the block from Kinsley's house to her house, rattling all the way. A car honked as she turned the corner and headed for her driveway. Oops, I think I forgot to signal for my turn, she thought. Am I supposed to point up for a right or a left turn? She wondered out loud. She rolled into the driveway, dropped the bike, ran up the steps to the house, threw off her jacket, and plunked down on the sofa. She shouted into the kitchen, "What are we having for dinner, Mom?" Her mother answered, "Hamburgers and sweet potato fries, but I just realized that we are out of hamburger buns. I need Dad to run to the store really quickly. Could you ask him? He's in the garage." "Sure, Mom," Ashlee replied as she walked to the door of the garage and yelled the request to her father. Ashlee went back to the sofa and pulled out her phone to see if her friend Kinsley had texted her. She heard the garage door open and then shut as her father pulled out of the garage. The next sound was a crunching sound that made Ashlee sick to her stomach. "Oh no, my bike!" Ashlee cried as she leapt off the sofa. She ran outside, and there in the driveway were the remains of her bicycle. Her father did not look happy. He examined the back of the car to see if there was any damage, and thankfully the car seemed okay. "What was your bicycle doing in the middle of the driveway?" he asked angrily. "I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't know you were going anywhere when I got home, and then I forgot. I can't believe it's destroyed. That was my only bike." "I'm sorry about your bike, honey. You should have put it away. Can you get it into the garage? I need to go." He opened the garage door for her, got into the car, and left. As Ashlee dragged the bent bicycle into the garage, she wiped tears from her eyes. As her eyes cleared, she noticed a box that she hadn't seen before. The box was large and rectangular. Looking at the picture on the side of the box, it looked like it was a new bicycle. Ashlee was confused. She had been asking and praying for a new bike for the longest time. Was she finally going to get one? She was still dawdling around in the garage when her father came back with the hamburger buns. He noticed her looking in the direction of the box. "I see you found it," he said. "Is it for me?" she asked. "Did I just ruin Christmas?" "Well, to be honest, it was supposed to be for your birthday last year," her father admitted. "You've had it that long?" she shrieked. "Why didn't you give it to me? You knew I needed a new bike." "Let's continue this conversation after dinner," her father suggested as he walked inside to deliver his package. "After dinner? Why not now?" she asked, running after him. Her father held up his hand and said, "I said not now." Ashlee knew better than to talk back to her dad, but her heart was racing and she was upset. Here was a bicycle that no one was using, and she had been riding an old clunker. What was up with that? It seemed so unfair. Eating dinner was the last thing on her mind. This is the end of Chapter 1, so it's time to talk about it. Are there any mistakes that Ashlee made at the beginning of this story? I bet you can think of some. If you were Ashlee's dad, what would you say to her? And have you ever felt like Ashlee? Has life ever felt unfair? Talk about it. Think about it. What would have been the best thing for Ashlee to do? What do you think? For the PDF of this story, look at www.livinghopebranch.org plus In His Time, or you can use this QR code. Look in the description of this video for more links. And the link for the next chapter is on the blue page. See you next time.